15. So you
What
trying
you
to
hear?
tell me
What you
you
hear?
knew me since 2008 sometime, boy. I never seen you.
What you hear?
Talking about?
Oh, okay.
What you hear? Terry Berry. What
What?
you hear? Talking about? What
Hey,
you
look,
hear?
man, you gonna go to
I
jail,
stopped
bro.
all y'all up there, boy.
You gonna go to jail.
So many from y'all. I stopped thinking about y'all because of Lil
What?
Mark told on me.
On the
If Lil Mark
on the
would never
guys.
told on me, boy, I'd have been on y'all.
On the guys, bro. He gonna go to jail, bro. What is
Fugitive TV, we are here. And I'm hitting y'all with another video after I just dropped one a couple days ago. If y'all don't know, I was at Fugitive that I was on the run for 15 years. And while I was on the run, hey, I did a lot of things, but none of them was bad though. I opened up businesses, I went to school, I did a lot of things. I was living in different countries under different names. So I grew up watching friends die, friends go to jail. I thought that would never be me, till the day I decided to pawn a TV that my friend gave me. That TV ended up being stolen. One thing led to another. Going in and out of jail, I escaped twice. I started one of the biggest crime rings in the state. 10 years it gave me. My 3-year-old son passed away during this process. I could not take it, so I went on the run for 15 years. Different countries, different names, I did it all. My life has been something you only read about in books, but this is nonfiction. This is me. I'm giving you a perspective from some of these things that I have been through it, you know, unlike some other people. You know, I have been through that. I really was on the run. Now, today we're going to talk about self-snitching. Self-snitching. Why are we going to talk about self-snitching? Because I see a lot of y'all doing it. A lot of y'all. Anybody, all of y'all are doing this. I don't get it. See, I don't look old, but trust me, I'm not old, but I'm older than I look. And a while ago, back in the day when I was growing up, we weren't snitching on ourselves. We wasn't doing this stuff. We weren't supposed to talk with the police. You weren't supposed to put your camera up and film yourself committing a crime. We weren't supposed to go brag about it.
In that truck. In that truck right there. That nigga makes sense. Man, we out of here. Oh, bro. Man, that nigga can't do shoot. No, I'm just hit. Come on, man, we gone. Man, oh my God. Hey, this... man, the nigga came and shot one time and this shit missed. Missed. What is that? Missed. Dumbass. Hey, whatever that was, clean your gun.
And go talk about it. Let's take this all the way back to Menace to Society. Y'all ever seen Menace to Society? Do y'all remember the part of him robbing the liquor store when the Chinese girl was like, I feel sorry for your mother, whatever she said. And remember, he offed him. And then what did he do? He went and took the videotape, right? Smart move. Remember, he took the videotape. The camera was recorded. There was a camera in the liquor store. For y'all that have not seen this movie, pretty much a guy walks into the liquor store. He's trying to buy a 40-ounce of beer. The liquor stores are ran by some Asians. The lady comes out, or I can't remember if it was the man, whatever. They're staring him down. And he gets mad because they're staring him down, you know, profiling him. So anyways, after a while, he's arguing back and forth. He ends up shooting one of them right there on the spot, robbing the liquor store, and there's a camera. So he goes in the back and takes the VHS tape, because back then it was VHS tapes. It wasn't in the cloud or nothing like that. Takes the tape, runs back home with it, whatever, right? Now, smart. Dumb part was, what did he do? He started showing his friends. Self-snitching. He started showing his friends. That was basically how he got caught. Showing his friends. Now, y'all ain't taking VHS tapes nowadays. What are y'all doing now? Now y'all go do something and you go tell your friends. And you don't show the tapes, but what are you doing? You showing the cell phone footage because you filmed yourself.
I'll show y'all a message of him begging me not to, telling me he don't want no beef with me. I'm trying to send everybody to all you. Hey, tell him get on her and merch on Booker Dead ass. A nigga took something from the six. Tell him get on her and merch on Booker Dead ass. Took something from the six. Right now. My friend always hey, tell him get on her. Here. You probably can't fit this all the way. I don't like this. Oh yeah. Give him that.
Come on, people. You filming yourself doing this stuff, and then you're going to go tell people, and then you're going to go show them. So when you get caught, what happens? The evidence is right there on your phone pointing at you.
Right. Because what you're telling this jury today is that you witnessed him speaking to Raekwon Howard that he was going to kill someone, right?
Right.
That's like a confession, right?
Right.
You didn't think that was relevant to tell the lawyers for Hakeem Robinson?
I mean, it was relevant, but I don't know.
Okay. Now, you're saying that that took place in the car. When was that phone call? Phone call that you witnessed?
Before we switched positions.
What do you mean before you switched positions?
Before we switched the spots.
So you're already in the parking lot. You weren't driving, right?
Right.
You're already parked, right?
Right.
So there wouldn't be any, and you said what kind of call was it? Was it a phone call, a FaceTime, an Instagram? What was it?
Instagram.
How do you know it was Instagram?
Well, guessing it was.
Say what?
Guessing it was.
You're guessing it was Instagram. It's funny that you commit to Instagram as being the call, right?
Right.
That's what you chose, right?
Right.
Right?
Right.
And you got to go through that with your attorney and study it before you decided to come forward, right?
Right.
Okay. So, according to you now, we know you say that Hakeem Robinson had his phone.
Right.
You're not sure how this call took place, but you clearly remember what he said on the phone, right?
Right.
Now, Raekwon Howard. How you know it was Raekwon Howard?
Well, told me.
Who told you?
Hakeem.
Okay, so now you're saying it's not only that. He now said to you something else, right?
Right.
So now, okay, so things are developing as we're sitting here. So you're now saying he turned to you and said, so I just called Raekwon.
We got to. I would never commit a crime with some of y'all. You know, pretty much all of y'all. I don't want to commit a crime at all anyway. I'm done with all that. But, you know, if it was, I wouldn't be with y'all. I'd be doing it by myself because I ain't going to snitch on myself. But y'all do. Y'all snitch on yourself every day. And another thing is, police pull you over, right? Here's the big thing about it. Police pull you over. Cops come to your window, right? And let's say you were speeding. You knew you were speeding. Let's say you was doing 65 and a 35 an hour, whatever it is. But you know you speeding. What's the first thing the cop asks you? Besides driver's license, insurance, and registration. Sir, do you know how fast you were going? Do you know why they ask you that? To get you to admit, to snitch on yourself in front of the body camera. Because once you say, oh, yeah, I was going 65, you just admit it. Whole case, they won the whole case already. You can't fight it, bro. Instead of saying, I don't know, how fast was I going? You know, or let's say you do something and then they start interrogating you.
2 people were shot. 1 died. Left behind several brothers and sisters.
I know who he is. His brother died 6 months ago.
Sure did.
His brother Marcus and the one that shot his name Mike.
This nigga told on his self.
Listen to me. You just said the one I shot. All right. So
no, you said the one I shot.
No, you already
Oh,
said.
hell no, it's over with.
They don't even got to take you to the interrogation room. The cops can just show up. Cops can show up. You know you did it. You know, I don't care what the crime is. You did something. The cops show up. Cops ain't got no evidence that you did it. But the cops start asking you questions. And the reason why they're asking you questions is because they're seeing if you going to tell on yourself. Because once you tell on yourself, what happens? You go into jail. I've seen it so many times. So many times. I was watching, actually, a video earlier on YouTube. This guy, they pulled him over for having a headlight that wasn't working. So the cop pulls him over, right? And when the cop pulls him over, the cop supposedly smells some sort of sweet liquor coming out the car. He said sweet, like a fruity substance. You know, that could be anything, right? So they start asking the guy, hey, you mind taking a field sobriety test? Guy said, I don't take no tests. The cops are pursuing. They're trying their best to get him to take these tests. He keeps saying, I don't take tests. He's being respectful. He's saying, sorry, sir, I don't take tests. And they keep trying to push him. He's saying, I don't take tests. The reason why they're trying to get him to take the test because the cops they don't have enough evidence to charge him with the DUI. They don't. They just going off what smells, but you can't prove a smell in court, right?
It includes
I answered your question, sir.
I understand
I do not drink. If you get any clue of intoxication, you need to go back to school.
I've been a cop for 8 years. I know what signs of
Sir,
intoxication
I'm being honest with you.
Okay. Well, I don't know that. I never met you before.
I'm being honest with you.
People have told me a lot of things in the past. All right. So what I want to do is check your eyes.
I'm absolutely not doing that, sir.
Would you be willing to walk for me?
No, absolutely. Absolutely not.
Okay.
Why is that? That you think
No, if you had nothing to drink tonight, this would show that you had nothing to drink.
Sir, I'm not doing that.
Why is that?
Because I do not. I've been through law school and everything else. I do not comply.
You do not comply with the lawful order?
Sir, I've answered your question.
Right. What I'm giving you is a lawful. I'm giving you an
sir,
order.
I'm telling you. You're giving me an order to take a test.
I'm advising you to take sobriety tests to make sure
Sir,
you're
I will not take a test. No disrespect.
We're not trying to disrespect you.
You are, because you keep asking me multiple times.
Sir, we have a job to do. Okay. It's all it is. It's no disrespect towards you.
You answered your question.
We get lied to
I will
every
not
day.
take any tests. I will not, and it's no disrespect. I have a lot of friends that's law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? I would not disrespect in that way.
I appreciate that.
I do not take tests. I do not. In fact, I've dealt with you before.
Like I also said, you have watery and glassy eyes. That's a sign of intoxication.
Many people have that, sir.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I never.
Just because somebody has glossy eyes doesn't mean anything.
Yes, it's a sign from our training and experience.
Okay.
It's a sign of intoxication.
Okay. So what are you gonna do with this?
Sit tight with the therapist.
Sergeant McLean argues that watery or glassy eyes are a sign of intoxication. While there are many other potential causes of watery and glassy eyes, they can be considered a factor suggesting alcohol impairment when combined with other clues suggesting intoxication. However, even when combined with the alleged quote-unquote fruity alcohol smell in the vehicle, it is improbable that a court would find that Sergeant McLean had probable cause to arrest Mr. Welch for DWI, particularly in consideration of the fact that Mr. Welch was stopped for an issue with his headlight and therefore was not exhibiting any impaired driving. As the New York City Criminal Court explained in the 2023 case of New York versus Gilliland, the law recognizes that the average person can consume a certain amount of alcohol without their ability to properly operate a motor vehicle being impaired. Accordingly, the court determined that evidence that simply shows that a person drank some unknown quantity of alcohol and then drove a car does not establish probable cause for an arrest.
There's no disrespect between me and you. I'm just doing my job. You don't want to perform tests.
No, sir.
I would try to understand. You don't have to. If you choose not to.
And again, it's no disrespect. It's just I know my rights.
Right. Understood. So I'm going to write you a ticket for the headlight, okay? Do you mind just stepping back in your car for me, please?
Absolutely.
So I can get that going, just hop back in the front.
You can't prove that. Now, if they give him, let's say, the DUI test and he fails the sobriety test some sort of way, now they can charge him. But because he refuses to take the test, he's saying, I don't want to take the test. I refuse to take the test. And he's not answering any questions. Asking if he had anything to drink or anything. He's not answering no questions. Where y'all mess up is when the cops say, have y'all had anything to drink? Oh, yeah, I had a beer. I had two. That's where y'all mess up, because now they got some sort of reason to think that you've been drinking because you just told them. But he don't answer no questions. He don't do nothing. He don't care what the cops smell. And what happens? The cop gives him a ticket for the headlight, and the cop says, well, we don't want you to drive because we don't know if you've been drinking or not, which is still kind of against the law. They can't do that. They still have to let him drive. But hey, the guy gets to walk off. And you know what he did after that? He sued the police force. He sued them. I don't know what happened after that, but he sued them. So he didn't tell on himself.
And I watched him grow up. Right. When he first got in the streets, he came to me. He sold drugs for me. That's what I like about Skinny Me. That's what I like about Skinny Me music, man. It's just raw. And it's like reality rap. The mafia. Skinny Me go through a situation, and guess what? It's gonna be in the song. He's gonna make a song about the same day. So I know that's why I feel it so much. I know it. When he said I killed the nigga and I did that, I seen him do it.
You know that episode, or the first 48. I never forget, and I've been trying to find. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna see if I can find this and put it in the clip. There's an episode of First 48 where I think it was a woman. She died. She passed away. Somebody offed her. It was a guy supposedly that did it. Right? They have the number one suspect. They find this guy in the park sitting down reading a book. Bring him back to interrogation, right? They don't have the body or they don't have the murder weapon. So in his book, this guy has all these books in these different languages. He was a very smart guy, high IQ. And I think he was going to the military or Air Force, something I can't remember. So they're having this conversation with this guy, long conversation. He's talking with them and everything. But then they start asking him questions. You know what this guy said to every question? I don't know. Where were you on the night of this? I don't know.
A lot of the evidence in this case is going to come from Andrew Tate himself, and I'd like to read a couple of things that he has said about what he did. Quote, there's no such thing as having girls who work for you who you've not. It's impossible. You have to, and they have to love you. It's essential to the business. You can't get the girl to work for you if you haven't before. The PhD course is my recruitment system. I don't mention webcam until after I've had sex with the girl. And the prosecutors will say that's part of this lover boy method of entrapping women into doing his business.
Okay,
I don't know all the statements, public statements of my client, for sure. If my client had in the past such a statement, it's only a point of view of a person who is expressing an idea.
So, do you know what happened to so-and-so? I don't know. Do you even know so-and-so? I don't know. The cops was getting so angry. You know what? You can say, I don't know. It's not against the law to say, I don't know. What happens is when you say you were somewhere else, when they say, hey, where were you at on the night of this night? And then you try and give an alibi and say, I was over here. And then they find out you weren't over here. Now there's reason to believe because you lied. Now there's reason that, hey, he lied. Let's go see what else he's lying about. But if you sitting over here saying, I don't know, they got to prove you don't know. There's nothing against the law by saying, I don't know. I want to say they even asked him how to spell his name. He said, I don't know. They got to prove you can't, so most of y'all just be telling on yourselves, snitching, self-snitching. And that's why y'all get in trouble. So y'all got to stop all this self-snitching. If, you know what? Never mind. Keep self-snitching because the more y'all self-snitch, the more I got to talk about it. This is Fugitive TV and I'm out.